I mean, I got a can, but I'll think about it.
Let's go do this. Starlink, and let's see if things get better, okay? Pretty cool, just keep going live.
Christina, let me know how the feed is. We'll go see Justin if you let me know how the feed is.
I feel like we're about to say it sounds like it's.
She said it's only freezing Sunday. Guys, we are testing right now, so this is the reason why you're seeing this live. And we are relying on you to tell us what is going on. So at that point right there, we were trying to get it switched over to use Wi-Fi and T-Mobile at the same time. So now I think we're there. We should be back up now. There we go. Looking good now. Cool, cool. We're gonna run some more tests now here. Christina, thank you for all your help.
This is a lot better. Like, here's great, and the pit's not so much. I feel like I'm gonna go have an honest conversation and just say that it will not. How was it when we were coming down staging lanes? Was it better?
Oh, my bad.
No, yeah.
The shotgun mic is really good.
Okay, so rolled in. It's like green, yellow by the tower, orange.
Yeah, out in the pits, we're only relying on T-Mobile.
Okay.
So up here is T-Mobile and Starlink together.
Okay. Alright. Let's go handle some other stuff. You guys want to stay here? You want to ride back to the car?
I'll hang out here.
It looked good coming
try
back
some more
around.
things out.
Okay. From the staging lanes all the way back here, it looked good.
Oh, you was watching it?
I was right in there with Sam showing me.
Oh.
Where?
As you turned around, did the circle, and came all the way back, it was dead straight, not a single jitter the entire way through.
On YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's
See, we
good
can't
to
see
know.
it. We can't see it in real time because our.
I
phones
I pulled it up. I was standing right next to him. He's like, it works smooth.
Did you see us in the pits though?
The live didn't start at the pits. The live started right here.
Oh no, we were going in the pits. So. Okay.
Yeah, it was live in the pits.
Okay, so staging works, pits not so much. Okay.
At least that's where the live started.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe the button wasn't hit or it didn't actually go live.
We started
No,
way
we
before.
were watching it on our phone.
Yeah, we started way before. They were
Yeah, it's like chopping. It's like crying. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head that way. So we're right up to the house. Are you good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, the pits is a struggle because we're only on cell phone service there. So.
Try and get you an extra bullet or something.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. So currently right now it is sprinkling. We're not expecting any rain, but it is sprinkling. And it doesn't say that we have, I think there's a really small chance today, but we will see. As of right now, on my end, the live looks good, but I can't tell on your guys. Thank you, Christina. She looks great on her end.
right here. So staging was like the beginning.
Let's see. Call Kylan and tell him to open his camera and set it back up, and I want to see what it looks like when we switch to the top end. kinks, Ben. We're finna try to switch to our top end camera. And we're finna see how that looks in a minute. We're finna get it set up.
Open your camera.
So you guys
We're
get
gonna see what
to
the top end looks like.
see exactly how we've been, all the trial and error here. So
We need some feedback.
don't give us too much shit, but we are definitely working out all the kinks. And that's what we're trying to hear first before we put it anywhere else. So we're getting that top end camera set up, and we're gonna try to switch to that here in a little bit. And like I said, relying on you guys to tell us how it looks. So
Yeah, don't be too harsh.
yeah, don't hurt us too bad though.
'Cause ain't nobody else willing to do it.
We had an issue yesterday that was a transmission issue. Basically, the transmitters were causing the video to lag because the video wasn't getting received fast enough.
You won't even
It wasn't
turn on the
because we had
transmitter.
bad internet or anything. We had great internet service. It was just the transmission itself coming into the camera.
You want him to turn on the transmitter?
Yes,
Yeah.
everything.
Set it completely up so we can get a view, so we can get feedback.
Ben, it is definitely loud videoing from right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. So right here, let me just pan the camera around and show you kind of what we're looking at. So that's the tripod. This is the beams. We're pretty much right here where everything is about to be going down. So we're that far from the tree.
Hey, switch it. He's up.
I can't switch yet because his transmitter's not linked yet.
Hold on, it's still linking.
Appreciate that. Shift this way.
Yeah, I got you.
You got it?
Yeah.
Let him plug that in.
No. Hold on.
That is true, Christina. Now we don't have to wait. So his transmitter's on and running. He's on 12, right?
You're on 12, Colin?
His transmitter says 12.
Alright.
Are his antennas tight?
Your antenna's tight. Check them.
That's true, Ben, and that's what we're aiming for. So if we have to go to the best camera, which is the one right here, this is the feed we're going to give you from the best camera. So we don't want you to have anything subpar if we have that. Is camera open?
Is the camera open?
Here, I'll do this.
Hold on, we're trying to sync.
It should get synced here in a minute. I just flipped it on and back off, and it'll go back and search for it. That one's been on for a while.
He's got the HDMI plugged in too. Just want to let you know.
Okay.
TV's on. Does it need to be an out too? No, but he has it in out. What's
Colin
Colin?
has his in?
Hey, do you have your HDMI in the in or the out? He has it in the in.
Good.
Alright.
Just trying to get this camera popped off. There we go. Oh, hang on.
I know, but it gives another hint.
Appreciate it. This is why up there, there's a Q&A happening. We're not going up there because we're trying to make sure everything's good down here. I can't see.
Yeah, the bastards are. No, I'm just letting them
I made sure the ones in there were talking about too.
still saying donate for service. Try to maybe turn these off and turn it on. Turn it off then. Turn this off. Yeah, yeah. Turn off the phone. Oh no, is it off yet? It's off. Turn it on. We have Alan back here.
Imagine things you could do. People used to do. Get the fuck. Don't say that shit right now. Get the fuck out of here.
He said it's on.
Come on.
Last time I fired that transmitter up on this camera, this one, it linked to the van. It was already. No, he was up there. Yeah, I turned it on in the van and it linked to the van. Even this one linked to the TV in the van. Yes, man. It is our live they will be using for shows. To answer the question. Crisp shot though. Way up there. I
Not
can
even
see
all
it
the way
on-
in. Hold on.
Golly. There you go.
Probably see the ear hair on this guy.
I can hear you talking.
I can keep him entertained. Tree dog. Damn. And that's an American flag. From all the way over here.
As Colin does his
Sheesh.
extended battery,
It's like galaxy zoom.
battery gauge with the transmitter is TX.
Does it say TX or RX? Right above the channel. Power the
Have the
camera
camera
towards
looking
us.
our way. Alright, that's
Apparently right
switch.
now they're over here doing. Still here. Make sure we're delivering the best footage possible for all of you. Miss Tree be getting everybody this year. She decided to change things up. No yellow light. Had a brief little sprinkle this morning, but we all good to go now. It's gonna be overcast all day today, so it's gonna be good views on every single car that we can get. Oh, yesterday, honestly. We'll be getting portions of that today as we go through, ask them questions about what happened and so forth. This is by far one of our favorite tracks to be at. Got our Starlink over there. Only way the signal is actually going to get out.
Got you, Christina. Don't think the stand camera is going to work out on this transmitter.
I think we're good. We'll call you.
I'd rather use another transmitter for that camera. These just not going to work. It's a bad sound and view from the stand. Yeah.
Ooh, direct line of sight too.
If we choose a different pair.
Yes, try it, please. Absolutely.
Grab the other pair of 13s.
Oh, we got the time now.
I shouldn't have it. It should only be one to 13. This 13, that 13, so it's only one more transmitter. I do have that one. Dang it, screen.
But if it works, it works.
Yeah.
We ran it before.
Let me go look. Let me just look and see what we got. But it's gonna stay live on you for right now. I'm just gonna leave it live. I'm gonna go find that. Chip draw hasn't happened. Not yet.
I'll sit here and answer.
Yeah, so all the questions will pop up here. You'll see them. So I'm leaving Nick here to answer all your questions. We're trying to work out the kinks on the live stream camera, and let's see what happens.
How did it look from up there?
And it looked like they said it looked bad from the third. It sounds bad too because it's a bad connection. So we're trying to find different things. All of our new transmitters won't be here until next year.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna try to do.
absolutely.
You need to go down to Dave's?
Yes. Starting my cam's quiet. Yeah, we're sitting here trying to work out all the bugs right now. How does everything come through right now? Check, check, check. Awesome, awesome. Yes, we are currently, yesterday when we did the live, we were doing it through these remote transmitters. We have thus found a better remote transmitter we're going to be utilizing for the live next week. We already have those orders that are going to be coming in. Awesome, awesome. Yes, with the live stream, this is a completely different avenue. So there's a couple learning curves. Sweet, perfect. Awesome. Yeah. With the live stream, there are a lot more factors that get put into play. It's not like when you're recording regular races that you just got to make sure your audio is on point there. No, it's a little bit more challenging. We have to have direct inputs to both boosted as well as our cameras both in order to get the cars, everything that's going on, as well as boosted's clear volume coming in, so it actually fully immerses you guys into the event. That is the whole portion of this and the whole point altogether, so we can bring the races directly to you guys, whether you can make it or not. Truthfully, I feel, yes, I agree, Sarah. Live is going to be the future. That is us, and I mean a lot of companies are starting to push this way as well. When it comes to people's free time, it's very thin nowadays. Attention span as well. So instantaneous access is the main goal for a lot of people. I mean, we do these races all over the United States, and it is challenging to be able to follow as such. Truthfully, it's just expensive. So we want to be able to bring this experience. It's not even just a view to everybody who can have internet. Shoot, at this point, we want to be able to reach all demographics, all walks of life, all people we can. I don't know how much the weather's going to clear up. We are projected to have overcast all day today. The clouds themselves are all pushed over, so it's looking like blue skies now. Here, it might be a bit darker for that. Alright, that's good to know. The PA system is obviously going to be something challenging that we're going to have to find a workaround through. I'll have to see what kind of feedback we're getting on both sides. I'll play the live today while we are up and running in order to make sure that that isn't going to be happening. We just want to make sure Boosted's voice comes through very clearly so you guys can actually hear it from the race master himself, what's going on and everything so forth. Our microphones on our cameras, they pick up very well when it comes to close or far. Absolutely. Now, thank you, Ben. That's exactly what we're going for. We don't want to have people wait. This makes instantaneous. You get to see the winners of the race, the losers of the race, the celebrations, all of it. The stand streams, it does benefit. So that is definitely a major portion. Finish line cam absolutely is something that we will be working on. This is going to be a progressive thing. It's going to continue to get better and better. We just want to make sure that we bring you guys the highest quality stuff off the bat. So we are going to slowly incorporate more and more into this as we go. Little things like commercials when there's certain breaks or oil downs. We're going to have commentation with Boosted going on about what happened in that last pass and so forth. It's going to be streaming to both at the same time. So you will be able to access it from the Street Outlaws page. Obviously, we want to push you guys to the Street Outlaws page, just so, well, the live page also, in order to push the brand that we are going with. But we will both be streaming to both locations, correct? It is going to be the YouTube link that all the racers are going to be pushing now. They should have already posted the link directly on all their pages this morning. Sorry, I don't have too much to show you guys right now. Everyone's kind of just walking around, checking out the track, seeing how everything's going to go for the day. There's still the Q&A session going on over in the booth, so a couple of the racers are out there. Since I have a few people in here right now, what would be something that you would really enjoy that would more immerse you from home into this? Shed and Don are very good friends of ours. We work very closely with them. So I highly agree. That is one thing that we have learned over the years. We are all here to work together and build the best experience for you guys, the viewers. One of the obvious things that happens almost every single day, almost probably 15 times a day by most of these people, is they come out here and they go out and check out the track, see everything that's going on. Most of them are seeing what kind of rubber's been left on it, anything like that. When it comes to this kind of racing, it gets very technical. Tires to the ground, temperature, all of it plays a play into how well they can make it down this track. Usually most of the pit crew comes out here. We hear a few of the boys firing them up right now. You guys will see next week when we get the new transmitters and everything. The fuel will look a little bit. Yes, that is actually something we'll be doing today. If there is any downtime, we will be going into the staging lanes, or if any of the racers are up here at the line while there's either setting a small tire or just a pass finish. We will be getting more interaction directly with them, asking them questions about what happened, what's going on, what's in their head, what they're planning for as well. We really want to make it so it's like telling a full story for you guys, and there isn't a beat missed. We want to show everything from them pulling up, the pass, everyone's interactions, their reactions to the race, win, loss, no matter what it may be. We want to make sure you see all sides of it, because everyone here has been used to it being edited and then sent out, so forth, but now you're going to get everything live. Well, Ben, you're going to get exactly that, because it's going to be live. There's going to be no curation to it at all. It's going to be just pure the person themselves. You're going to have straight personality now. Track today is going to be hot at 2 p.m. And we are on, what, Eastern Standard Time? Yes. So with the system that we're currently utilizing, we will not be doing split screens. It will go from one camera to the next to the next. Currently, we are only going to be utilizing 2 cameras in order to give you guys the most involved and perfected version until we get the new transmitters in order to run more angles. At the end of the day, we're trying to make sure that what we're delivering is absolutely top tier quality. We can perfect it as it is. We can build on it always. With a drone, it gets a little bit more tricky when it comes to live. So that is something that isn't going to be stressed as much. I understand the drone is a very unique shot, but in this case, we are going to make sure, like I said, we perfect everything before we showcase it to you guys. Because we don't want to have choppy systems, anything like that, when you guys are taking the time out of your day to tune in and watch. So for 603 Living, yes, we will be doing a starting line and a mid-track top view today. And Ben, I'm going to tell you now, I don't think this live is going to be going anywhere anytime soon. This is definitely going to be something that progressively just gets better and better as we grow. Track goes hot at 2 p.m. Give me 1 second, guys. No, we do not intend on having anybody cease their operations. We're here to build as a group. Us at Upshift and Dawn have been friends for, almost half a decade, if not almost a decade now. We are not going to be trying to put anyone out of what they're doing, by any means. We're here to grow and build as a team. We're all here to support the exact same thing, our love for racing. Absolutely. Who do we think's going to win? Well, I will say, Ben, there's a lot of caveats because yesterday was rough on a lot of these turbo cars. Yeah, there's some heavy hitters that are going to be here. Last week in PA, definitely had a lot of shaking up to get done. A lot of people were surprised at some of the passes that were made, some of the change-ups that were done. Not going to lie, there are a lot of people that are rolling that are entirely different from last season. A lot of these power adders and changers, there's so much that's going on now. Everything is so much more advanced, so it's quite interesting to see how much faster these already fast cars can go in addition. gift card. It is currently 12:45. It's not that bad. I'm from Florida. You have no excuse. Oh yeah. Looks like VIP just got finished with their Q&A. See everyone moving around again. Okay, seems to get enough dollars back. Outlaw Big Tire. That I could see that possibly being a thing is coming back. I won't say yes or no to it. In reality, we're perfecting a new system, so truthfully, that's going to be our main focus, making sure we get everything done right. A lot of change happened, of course, since previously last year there was teams. Now everyone's individually. You'll hear a couple things. I got a few clips that we'll be using in promo for the upcoming races where they talk about how, correct, there'll be a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket every single race. There are no teams, but there are people that are racing that are making little side bets on each other or making composition things in order to pay each other. I don't know. You know how it is with racing. Everyone wants to win. So, truthfully, at the end of the day, there are people out there that they might not have the best of odds, but if they can come together as a group and try and figure out if they can get a piece of the pie, obviously they're going to try and do it. But no, there are no teams. Everyone's for themselves. There's no splitting unless that is determined between them. Ben, I can only project that this is going to get bigger and bigger because as this goes more in depth into the live and gets more intricate with more cameras and so forth, this is going to start blowing up bigger and bigger because we're going to now be able to reach more of a demographic than we previously were able to. Having the freedom to tap in on both social media as well as YouTube and other sources is really going to open up the network to reach more opportunities and in turn obviously get more people interested in coming out and racing. Yep. Guy had a rough one last night. He was breaking blower belts left and right. God, I didn't know he broke 4. I filmed him breaking every single one of them. We'll say this cooler air is definitely going to send some of these cars fast. I would say probably the coolest things about this is the fact that everyone comes here. This is one of my favorite things to see when I'm back home in my home track. Everyone line up on the fence line. This really shows the true purebred racing mentality. This gives you the nostalgia that really happens when everyone's out here to support the right things. Yes, the live in general is definitely going to open up a lot more opportunity. The technology that we're working with still has more things that we can do and add and play in line with currently being live. So there are a lot of additional extras that will be starting to get incorporated into these lives as well. Possibly replays of everything. We have the ability to replay segments, even if we just watch it. Let's say we just had this awesome pass that just occurred. We have the ability to send it and do a replay. It's definitely something that I see and foresee happening with either a super close race, something wild that happened. I mean, it's terrible to exploit a race, but when there are interesting or exciting situations, we definitely will be replaying some of that back for you guys to showcase second again. The track locations are out of my control. That is going to be entirely up to our higher ups. But we do, next week we'll be going to a fresh track. This will be the first time that we're going to be at that track up in New York. It's going to be super exciting. I always love going to new tracks because everyone has their own little caveats, showcases, showpieces, name it. 603 Living Pilgrim actually is gone.
Pretty close. Huh? Pretty close.
Man. Good track. Perfect. Got one murders guys out here testing the track. This tool is used to show the basically almost like surface tension of the track. So how the higher the number, the better the numbers is ratio they're going to be putting down. We're almost at 300, which is pretty amazing for the weather that we're currently in. This track, once it gets a few passes on it, it's going to be a magnet. These cars are going to be flying. Absolutely come out. I know it's going to be a haul, but this is going to be your best opportunity to be face to face with a lot of the people that you see on all the shows, and they are absolutely willing to come up and say hi to everybody. Yeah, go for it.
I'll wait till it's full.
I'll get Fan to come over here in a minute. Will, I cannot speak about what's going on with that deal or anything as of right now. I will let that be conspired later. All the details and everything that go into what all's going in now is going to slowly get pushed out. We're just trying to focus on perfecting our system and go forth like that.
These folks want me to say hi.
Yes.
Hi, folks. How are you? Hopefully, y'all are enjoying this new live feed deal. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Little bugs, but it's.
I mean, that's to be expected. I've been doing YouTube for 15 years, and I still get bugged. You know what I mean? So
It's technology.
It's a work in progress, man.
Absolutely.
We're learning something new every day, and I don't know. It's going to be cool, and I think y'all are going to enjoy it.
Awesome.
Appreciate it, Adam.
I will say specter baiting is definitely going to be still here, still loud and proud. There's going to be plenty of betting still going on. I will tell you that that is actually going to get developed even more, and I will leave it at that. There's still going to be, yeah, well, there aren't going to be spoilers at all, actually. It's going to be straightforward, face value. Anything that happens will be straight to the camera, straight to your home. What do you mean by spoilers online? We'll be coordinating with the racers in order to hint at or talk about the special segments that we're going to be adding in, because of course there's always going to be downtime, there's always going to be situations that prevent delays in the system, so there's going to be a lot more content that's going to be filmed in advance as well, in order to make sure that you are always fully immersed into the system. We don't ever want you to feel like, oh, this is like a boring portion of the stream. We never want you to feel like, oh, like this is the slow time. So we are creating a flow in which that will always keep you guys immersed in this video.
There's dog hair everywhere.
This thing switched to a level?
Oh, okay, I get what you mean, Ben. Yes, there would be no spoilers whatsoever. It's going to be straightforward, face value, and everything. Well, that's something that we can definitely push to higher ups and see if that could be a possibility in the future. Currently, we want to utilize YouTube and the platforms that we have at hand. Like I said, we're going to be progressively building it, making it better and better. Christina, I'll say that will be developed. Shoot, I know that Don was betting with people online last week when we were in PA, so I know that online betting is definitely still occurring, whether it's going to be physically here or if it's going to be remotely. Shoot, Don was betting with Dominator last week when he wasn't even here. All the racers, they posted the link that we were going to be pushing everyone in order to go to. Absolutely, we will be having multiple replays and behind the scenes. Truthfully, at this point, we are not trying to have anything that's behind the scenes. Truthfully, you're going to see everything. We don't want to have anything hidden. We want to bring the experience of our racing to you guys in every single avenue. We will be showcasing the stuff that you guys don't always get to see, like when people break, what goes on in that experience. We want you to actually feel like you are actually there watching it, like if it were a POV view.
think we're all out of options for the stand camera right now. We've tried changing the transmitter. He's moved closer. And we're still getting the same thing. Let's see if we can switch back to it now. I'm gonna see if I can play audio from both so they can hear us. That's the thing when I switch. It's gonna switch to. Looking too good there. Looks a little favorable. We're still stuck. Alright.
So Eric, we actually currently have the Starlink being utilized right now. The issues that you guys are hearing with regards to that top cam are due to the transmitters that we're utilizing. Like before, I stated that we're going to be switching this transmitter type that we utilize to a better version in order to bring a better experience for you guys. Yes, we will be doing multiple teams pits once we get the new transmitters. We're going to test out how far we can actually get away. The only thing that becomes challenging with this is that these transmitters, they get influenced by little things, such as a giant metal grandstand. So sometimes it's just things that you wouldn't think would possibly delay or influence a signal are now doing. Shoot, even a Starlink itself, it is very particular about where it needs to be, what is around it, and what it's facing in order to get a good and pure signal. Correct, Will, but we want to still try and bring as many different and unique shots as possible. So we're going to try and have cameras in places that you guys wouldn't normally be able to access. Truthfully, that's the benefit of what we're doing. It's to bring you to those locations and spots and show you the things that you don't always get to see or even ever get to see. It's probably more of the stuff that you hear about versus see that we are going to start showing. Yes, Ben, we're going to be curating certain clips in order to put in there for fillers to supplement those moments of either latency or delays in the track. Cletus is a good buddy of ours. That's literally right down the road from where I'm at. That's my home track. Yes, having a broadcast truck is the perfect idea, and it is something that we will communicate in order to get pushing. That is one thing that we are addressing when it comes to having a sole focus location for all the fans and viewers to go to in order to actually get access to all the stuff that's going on. We don't want you guys having to go searching for stuff. We don't want you to be like, oh, I don't know if it's on this page or that page. We want to have a localized location for you to all get all of your Street Outlaws content from one area. Then I'll say that might be quite challenging. Cletus is putting on a good amount of events this year. He is dipping his hands into a lot of opportunities, so it's going to be quite challenging for us to get some time from him. So the last time I was even able to see him, being somebody from the same state, was actually at WCF this past year. And once we get these new transmitters and test everything out, I know there's a good amount of local races that are going to be coming around. At least over in Florida, some of the ones that are closer to me, I will more than likely be bringing out my setup and doing a couple more things like that, because we want to be able to bring as much as we can to you guys. So when we have those intermittent periods where we have either an off week where it's too hot or this or that, we still want to be able to bring you guys the views and show you guys some of these races. We can sure give it a try, Ben. It's quite challenging. Cletus has been working his butt off in order to push his track harder and harder, and Victor as well. They were partnered together. Great guys. Built an awesome, basically racing city almost, best way to say it. I know, Ben. I know. That's what started me into this racing world. I love Bradenton Motorsports. It's my favorite setups. Victor's a good buddy of mine. I couldn't say anything negative about the man ever. He's literally here. He's a purebred racer, born and raised into this, and just like all of us, we came here in order to do one thing: see who gets to that finish line first. Yes, Cletus could definitely race in the small tire. I don't see Cletus as wanting to branch into the Pro Mod or NPK type of vehicle. He is definitely a more street, small tire racer. Absolutely. I mean, if he gets a 5-second car, he'll definitely be in the running. I could see him building something. I wouldn't put it past him to join, because he has branched into almost every kind of racing that you could possibly imagine. I mean, he's done the boat, he's done a little bit of everything. So I wouldn't put it past him to want to branch into something big like this. I believe more races will be added. Remember, we still have a Canadian circuit that we're going to be doing in the hotter season in order to avoid some of these crazy temps. You know, these cars cannot run in this ridiculous heat. They get hot as crap as is.
Yeah, but I feel like you at least like you can do a little bit more.
Like he was doing yesterday with Lizzie, where he kind of stood over and
I would like to try. Let's try that. And if it's like.
Yeah, I know Cletus is definitely going to build any drag monster that's possible. That man can invent and build about anything.
honestly, this is the only one you could actually show up on time. Absolutely. Except for I showed up for the ship problem. You like when guys are custom, yeah?
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to be right back. I have to grab a cable real quick, and I'll be right back.
They had a reset.
Let's go live on our page, right?
Why are all these tracks so cold?
Because it's still.
He probably was up to no good. He was out here doing his analysis, little thorough
But
math
it's
right
almost
on the line.
My heated
I
seats.
know, you either get lucky
Always
or
trying to do
tomorrow
something.
it'll be like 80 degrees outside.
Right.
That's what everybody's been saying.
It's probably a good boat day.
What is that?
Yeah, they want us.
Is that still on track?
Yeah, you did it. I looked right at it.
Huh? Double cheese. Thank you, John.
Welcome to the circus.
Yeah.
Hey Nick, did you change the battery on this camera?
No, it's direct plugged in.
I know, but you can change it now and it won't turn off.
I gave you the one that we took out in the room, and then I gave you the one last night, right?
have him come down and go as far 50 feet up the hill as we can from you and keep him wired in. So let's do it. Let's do it all. Let's go for it. What can I help? Yeah, I'll whatever I can do. Over now.
Yeah, we gotta hook up.
Let's do that first. Let's go.
Alright guys, we are finna stop this and we will be back and we're actually gonna hook the cameras up directly, so just be ready.
Okay, bud.